All right, so here in Joe Belmonte, inside sales manager for Tom Ferry, your coach. My office here had the pleasure and privilege to have one of our rockstar clients, Jeremy Cady, who is an elite client with Mike Shum, step in and talk with some of our guys this morning. I'm just going to ask you, Jeremy, about coaching and about when you first made the decision to jump on board. What was that like? What was going through your mind? Because you probably had to do some thinking. I don't know, maybe you were the kind of guy that just takes action. Why don't you share with us a little bit about what was going through your head leading up to just making it happen and pulling the trigger?
Oh, absolutely. The real estate career for me was kind of a fast rocket decision. Wanted to get my license, wanted to start making money in the real estate sector. I had a lot of friends that were in real estate and told me a lot of amazing things about it, but I stumbled on the Tom Ferry organization right as I got my license and did some very quick research in it and saw really the thing that I think hit me the most is I saw his statistic that said if you follow the plan, you can make X amount of money in the real estate sector per year, and even had a little diagram showing what most agents do and what coached agents do. And
right.
So for me, I thought that was just a very simple way to hold even my coach's feet to the fire. So I said, got my license on a Wednesday, signed up for coaching on a Thursday. I flew to the summit on a Friday, and the whirlwind started. So I essentially got my license and coaching contract day one.
Okay, and how long have you been in the business entirely?
I am about to complete my second year. I got licensed in August 5th of 14.
Okay, so first full year in coaching, what was that like?
It was quite the experience. For me, when I was on the phone 2 hours a day, because what my coach told me to do, I didn't know that it would even produce some of the results that it ended up producing, but he just kept saying, prospect, make your phone calls, connect with people, schedule 2 appointments a day. And for me, not ever being in coaching, I just said, hey, I'm going to follow the plan and see what how it plays out. And so the first year was very challenging in the first few months, but when we started to follow the plan, I had a wall of all my seller leads on the wall, and at one point I looked up from my desk and it hit me that I had literally filled my pipeline with millions of dollars worth of seller leads. And then a few months later, they listed, they started selling, and from there, my smile just got bigger and bigger because I could see the plan actually working, which was awesome.
Right. So step one, you developed a plan. Step two, you followed the plan. You were coachable, and the compound effect of you doing the right thing over and over and working the plan. Your board is filling up with so much potential listings and commissions. Right.
That's exactly right.
Awesome. So what can you say to somebody who's on the fence, maybe? About pulling the trigger? Maybe they're new in the business, right? It's relatable to kind of your situation. What would you say to that person when they're kind of on the fence about joining Tom Ferry, your coach?
I think I would probably relate it to someone that was maybe going to book a vacation in a destination they've never been. For me, anytime I ever book a vacation or book a trip, I always read the reviews. And if I ever find a negative review or a ton of negative reviews, I just don't simply book the trip. I find a new destination. But for me, I have read and heard so many amazing things about the Tom Ferry organization. It seems like every person that I talk to that joins, their business just hockey sticks. And so there is an ecosystem that is producing results. And for me, I would love to just write the review, even if it was as verbal, to tell people if you're on the fence, I would just take a leap of faith and do it. And my leap of faith, what I did psychologically, is I took one closing check and I pinned it to the wall. And I said, there's my coaching contract. Now the rest of the money all year long is mine. And so it was just a real easy way for me to justify it. And I just feel like I'm in a community of people that are succeeding, and I like to be around those people.
I love it, man. And 2016, where are you closed pending right now?
2016, we've already passed last year's volume, which is crazy. Last year we did 62 transactions, and we did 16.9 million, which was my first year in the business. 2015, 2016, we've written 52 contracts, but our average sales price has risen almost 90,000. So we've done 52 houses so far, but we have 17.4 million written in contracts. And so this thing is continuing to hockey stick, and I do give a lot of the credit to the mindset, the training, the coaching, and really accountability, because when that coach call comes on Tuesday and you know that you haven't completely fulfilled all your goals for the week, you get on it pretty quickly.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, and I read here, and we've talked about it this morning, is you've developed 2 teams.
Yep.
During the course of your coaching. We want to talk a little bit about that real quick, and then we'll kind of wrap it up.
No, absolutely. My coach, after about 9 months in, he saw where I was going, even in my thinking, and I didn't necessarily need the coaching of the mindset and some of the reading coaching that we had in the beginning. And so we just quickly switched gears and kind of pivoted and developed a plan for big growth, because I communicated to him that's really what I wanted. I wanted to kind of shorten the cycle to get to where a lot of the mega agents play. And so we created a team in Florida, hired an assistant right away, brought on a buyer's agent, brought on another buyer's agent who's turned into the listing agent. We have a transaction coordinator now, and our little business in Jacksonville, Florida is really doing well. I also have had a passion to live in Georgia, North Georgia. I love North Georgia a lot. So I have moved there as well, and we have started to build our second team in Georgia. And we're probably going to stay 2 teams for the next couple of years because I think that's really manageable. But the growth potential in 2 different markets is just, it's got me a little scared and it's got me a little excited.
Right. Wow. So congratulations so much on your success. Just in closing, I know you kind of already asked the question, but any closing thoughts for you? Should I hire a coach, or should I do it my way or the right way? What would you say?
I can speak from experience and conviction on that, because I have a lot of friends that have been in real estate for a long time, and when they saw kind of some of the actions that I was taking and being told to take by my coach, a lot of them went and hired a coach and went that way, because they said to me, I've been in business 8 or 10 or 12 years, and now I'm having to go back and kind of recreate myself. And that's precisely why we did the coaching in the beginning, because I didn't want to get 5 years down the road and have to recreate the process. So, if you're at all thinking of joining coaching, I don't care if you've been in the business a day, a month, a year, or 20 years, if you can join an association that has this much success, and if you can join the movement of agents that are doing what they're doing, it can only help your business.
Right. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in today. I really appreciate you coming to the office.
Having me. It was fun.
Absolutely. So
This place is awesome.
We'll see you at the summit.
Yes.
All right.
We're coming.
All right. Take care, man.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.